Ciao Juventini, I'm Alberto, and the news is running wild surrounding Juventus today. All right, there is a lot to discuss. 6 players apparently looking to be dealt with still by Juventus. We're going to take a look at the names and their current situations, and what does this mean for players incoming, as with each passing day, we are getting closer to the end of the mercato. Federico Chiesa and Juventus talk contract extension. This has fans everywhere saying one thing: lock him up. All right, we're going to take a look at the details there. And there are more reports about more false accounting investigations still being looked at. All right, we're going to handle all of that and much, much more today in the news. All right, you know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. This is the AJC. Let's rock. We're going to kick things off with one of Juve's targets being Emil Holm. Yesterday, we were hearing that Juventus still interested, still could potentially look at making a move. Well, as of this morning, Atalanta is set to meet with Holm and his entourage. They're looking at wrapping up a deal, which is a loan with option to purchase at 10 million euros. It is also being reported that there could be a criteria in there that makes the purchase an obligation. All right, so this could be another one of these interested targets Juve has or whatnot out there that ends up getting moved to another club. Is Juve going to be bringing anybody in still? Well, we have dreams, we have hopes that they're going to move a lot of players and bring in a couple more, but maybe, just maybe not. But let's go through some of these players. Facundo Gonzalez to Sampdoria. I would expect in the reports that suggested Juve is still going to be moving 6 players. He would be one of those names, which is simply a loan to Sampdoria. Sule, I would expect him to be one of those names, all right? And the latest reports from Romeo Gresti suggest that his entourage is actually pushing him to make a move to another club so that he can get continuity and get more minutes. If we think back to the winter mercado, though, Sule rejected Juve's proposal at loaning him out to get those minutes and continuity because he said he would rather stick around and fight for the minutes amidst the competition at Juventus. Maybe, just maybe, we're looking at the same scenario where he wants to stay and fight for those minutes. I'm going to be quite honest here, and this is no disrespect to Sule whatsoever, but I don't see him getting those minutes and getting that continuity with the players we have, with the setup we are playing. I just don't see it. There's going to be even less rotation playing in only one competition. I think it is in his best interest and in Juve's long term to get him out, okay, and get him minutes and get him continuity so that we could truly see some growth there and really see him develop, because he's always been labeled as a player with high potential, and you could see the skills and abilities he possesses even when he comes in for these cameos. But yes, he needs polishing, and he's only going to get that with continuity. So I hope that some type of deal is found there and a solution is found for Sule. We wait and see. That's 2 players down. Bonucci. Bonucci is getting closer to Union Berlin. He apparently has opened up. It doesn't look like there's anything coming back home in Italy that is going to suffice. They are now talking salary on a 1-year deal. This could be wrapped up very soon, according to Nico Schira, right? Now we move on to Moise Kean. The latest with Moise Kean is that Juve has rejected Sevilla's bid, which was a loan option to purchase and whatnot. Juve has absolutely zero interest in moving Moise Kean with any loans associated. Juve is also very much prepared to head into the 23-24 season with him on the roster, okay? What they're looking at is an outright purchase, all right? Done deal, sale, if Moise Kean is going to move at all. Are any clubs going to come in on Moise Kean for the 25 to 30 million mark Juve would want, all right, to bring him in? I'm not so sure anybody is going to do that. However, Romeo Gresti does report that in the next couple hours, we are going to know something about Moise Kean's future. This could go in any which direction, but he says in a couple hours, we are going to be hearing something. So look for something with Moise Kean. Let's wait and see. Now, the reports run wild with the follow-up, okay? And now Juventini are getting hopes up. Okay, we can move some players here. We still have hopes about McKennie moving, whatnot. I think McKennie is very much staying because he did not like any suitors that were out there for him. He only wants to go to certain clubs. It just ain't going to happen. I don't think it's going to materialize, all right? So I don't count him in one of those 6 names, although I would be looking to still move him. Now, if we're talking about Kostic, Iling, they could also be moved. It's being reported that 20 million euros is a price tag for Iling Jr., 15 for Kostic. I've also seen reports where it's vice versa, 20 for Kostic, 15 for Iling Jr. They could be players out of that 6-player list that could be moved. It won't be both though, but one of them could be moved, and they both hold a lot of interest, but still nothing coming through for offers. All right, so we have to wait and see. If the latest reports about Cambiaso really turning heads at Juventus are true and Kostic's minutes coming down, he might be the one that heads out, and then Cambiaso and Iling Jr. handle the load at left wing back. How do you all feel about that one? I think the majority has all said we'd be fine sacrificing Kostic. Let's wait and see what happens. The follow-up to Moise Kean, the follow-up to the forward situation, has rumors running wild. Morata apparently listed by Di Marzio as set to come in if Moise Kean is dealt, all right? Lukaku apparently holding off still for Juventus. Yesterday we saw rumors linking him to Roma, whatnot. Today we're hearing they're not true. He is standing strong, waiting for Juventus. This is wild to me. Something's got to be brewing there, doesn't it? Berardi and his entourage still continue to press for a leave from Sassuolo, all right? So all of this going on in the background, what is going to go down? I don't think any of these media outlets or journalists truly know. And to be honest, from what I'm getting out of Juve's camp and whatnot, things are a little hush-hush, and I think it's all hands on deck for the wrap-up to the mercato. So let's see what develops, all right? A couple last little tidbits. Chiesa and Juventus have started to discuss the contract extension, all right? Apparently, Chiesa will suffice with the same money as Dusan Vlahovic. I think that is more than fair, and I think we can all agree, just lock him up. He is a true asset for Juventus. We don't want him going into his final contract year. If teams come knocking, he has no extension with us. We could see some low ball offers coming in and then try to lure Chiesa that way. If you get it wrapped up now, if teams come knocking, if he does want to move on at some point, you are protected, all right, as he is a true asset. However, all reports suggest Federico Chiesa is happy and wants to stay with the Bianconeri. Uno di noi love Federico Chiesa. Lock him up. Last, definitely not least, but at the moment, not enough details to truly get into, but still some false accounting reports surfacing, all right? Atalanta, Udinese, even Bologna looked at for certain moves with Juventus, all right? You would have to hope Gravina and the FIGC learned their lesson last season, but I would not be surprised in any way, shape, or form if this is still mishandled and mistreated, because Gravina and the FIGC simply are a fucking joke, all right? But we will wait to see what happens. Like I said, right as of now, there are not many details or anything to really go with other than the fact that some deals are still being looked at, okay? So we wait to see. Juventini, that wraps up the daily update video for today. You know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, let's mix it up in the comment section. Let me know what you think about everything you just heard today. I can't wait to hear the opinions out there and how you think the mercato is going to end for Juventus. Can't wait to see these scenarios from you. Keep your eyes peeled for a potential live tomorrow. We might end up doing Friday, but I think it's going to be tomorrow morning. Just working on the details with the other team members, all right? Either way, through a daily update video or a live, I'll be seeing you tomorrow morning, all right? And until then, as always, fino alla fine, forza Juve, ciao tutti.